Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Softball New Zealand presentation of the 2025 National Fastpitch Championship. It's the grand final here at Fraser Park. Ballpark, Sorensen Field it is Diamond 1. And we've got Hutt Valley in their green and gold strip, but taking on Auckland in their blue and white strip. I'm Gary Rohihi for Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting. Joining me in commentary today will be our Te Reo specialist, Wiremu Tamaki. I'll just leave it up to him to quickly introduce us.
Tēnā tātou, e hoa mā, tuatai me ki me te, ka tika me mihi ki te mana whenua tēnei takua ko te Atiawa. Tai no ki te rōpū i tautoko te nā mahi ki konei ko te runanga nui o te Atiawa. Nō reira, ko rau mānau kia te maunga, ko te ngaingai, te wāhi nei, ko te awa kairangi te awa, e rere ana ki te whanganui ātara tai atu, e rere ana ki te moana raukawa moana. E hoa mā, ko Wiremu Tamaki tēnei, tēnā koe Gary, mō te tuku mihi, ka huri ake nei, kia pā atu ki tēnei tangata, hei kōrero kia tātou, nō reira pā.
And also joining us, of course, in colour commentary, and trying not to show just a hint of bias, will be Joe Fariso. Welcome along, Joe.
Thanks, Gary.
Just
pleasure to be here. It's going to be an exciting game between Auckland and Hutt Valley. Pleasure to be here. We're also with Wiremu doing a Te Reo. And we're looking forward to an exciting game. And I just said, let's get it on.
Absolutely. We might just quickly leave you with the sounds that are going on out there now, as both teams are being introduced by the ground announcer. And we'll just do that, and we'll come back to you straight after the national anthem.
For Auckland, number 19, Shire Hale. Number 13, Alana Snow. Number 44, Tyann Bromhead Lamalu. Number 9, Ruby Nola. Number 60, Tanisha Okamau. Number 25, Krista Hawani. Number 63, Karina Hale. Number 22, Katrina Nukuduku. Number 7, Ava Prescott. Number 16, Lauren Parker. Number 5, Jade Calvary. Number 8, Beth Reed. Number 15, Kaya Lee O'Brien. Number 26, Clover Alapaki. Number 31, Stephanie Fairclough. And the coaching staff, Isaac Fletcher, Michelle Fletcher. And our umpires for today are home plate, Nicola Ogier from Canterbury. First base, Broden Well, North Harbour. Casey Smeek, Canterbury. Lance Brown, Wanganui. And the official scorer, Karina Rube and Marie Byrne. No. And now introduce the flag bearer, Kim Arahu. Please stand, please be upstanding for the national anthem and remove your headgear. Thank you.
No
ladies and gentlemen, that was absolutely...
The teams are now meet in the middle of the diamond to shake hands.
It's time to really get going here in this ball game and get this grand final under the way. Wuramu, I am absolutely pumped for this one.
Me au hoki, Gary, me au hoki. He ha tērā waita, no whē tērā waita, tēnā koutou te Atiawa. Ne, a koutou tēnā, hoi anō, he tino wāhi nei, kia tuku mihi ki te tō tātou nei national anthem ne. Nō reira, i nā tuahine, i nā kohine, he pakanga nā kei te haere. E hoa, Joe, oh,
I mean, every time I hear that national anthem, it gives me goosebumps. We're in for a humdinger of a game.
A humdinger. We haven't even started. It's already a humdinger. I love it, Joe.
But a beautiful day in Hutt Valley. The Pakuta cows are just beautifully stirring in the background there in the outfield. A gorgeous sunny day in the Hutt Valley, making for a great game. 20 degrees and light breeze. Perfect for softball. Let's play ball.
That's right, here on Sorensen Field it is, and it looks like it's Hutt Valley who are about to take the field, which means we are going to be starting off with Auckland batting. Hutt Valley come into the grand final. They've managed to have the rest from yesterday. The first qualifiers. Coming in from the game this morning is Auckland against Canterbury, as they beat Canterbury by 5 runs to 2. Just while we're up, we'll quickly introduce the lineups. We'll start with the umpire on screen there. We've got home plate Nicola Ogier. At first base, Bryden Wells. Casey Smeeks is second. Roaming out there at third base is Lance Brown. Batting-wise for Auckland, they will be led off by number 19, Shia Hale. Alana Snow comes in, then Tyann Bromhead Lamalu. Ruby Nola, followed by Tainisha Hokomo. Krista Hawani, then Karina Hale, Katrina Nukunuku, and Ava Prescott. That's the batting lineup for Auckland to come. Hutt Valley defensively, out of right field, Ivani Gibson. Centre, Yvonne Burgess. Left field is Caitlin Lewis. Danica Fariso at shortstop, Lara Andrews in the hot corner, Marama Marker at second base, Denver Shaw Tate at first. Otila Tavite doing the catching out on the hill. Rongamai, Luke Royal is the starter in this one.
Hey Gary, nā reira, kina taringa e whakarongo ki tēnei kēmu. Ko nā tūranga, ko kōrerohia Gary ki te motu. Ko te pitcher ne, ko te kai epa. Ko te catcher, ko te kai hopu. Me ki ko te pai, ko te papa tua toru, third base. Ko te kai papa toru. Ko te shortstop, ko te kai tū tata. Ko te second base, ko te kai papa rua. Ko te first base, ko te kai papa tahi. Nā wari noiho ei, tahi, rua, toru, whā. And then kei te whira, kei left field, kai rohe Māui, up the middle, ko te kai rohe Wainga, and ki te taha matau, ko te kai rohe matau. Joe, pā.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, Hutt Valley pride themselves on playing great defense. They played great defense yesterday, and they'll be looking forward to giving the support to Rangamai in the field.
Well, it is Rangamai Luke Royal who gets ready to fire through the first pitch here in this grand final on this absolutely perfect Sunday, nearly afternoon. It's 11:45, but Shia Hale it is up to bat for Auckland. Both teams possess powerful batting lineups, but will also be very efficient in defence. I'm expecting a very tight ball game.
Ai, he tika ana, Gary, he kēmu kei te haere, he pakanga kei te haere. Ko kōrerohia, ko Hutt Valley, te tima tuatahi, ko nuku ki tēnei tā, te tima tuarua, ko Tāmaki Makaurau, prei rātou i te hatana ki a Waitaha. Nō reira kataia rātou ki konei ki te pakana ki te awa kairangi.
This time it's the bunt that gets put down. Shia Hale stumbles, but she manages to beat out the throw. Perfect execution of the bunt there. Joe, what did you think of that one?
Yeah, it was a perfect bunt by Shia Hale. Otila picked it up, threw it to first. It was a close bang-bang play, and Shia just beat it out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Shia Hale throws out the first volley there for Auckland. Safe at first base. Incoming will be number 13, Alana Snow for Auckland. Auckland looking to attack early on.
Ai, ka tino pakanga ta timo tāme ka makaurei. E nā, koe nā.
Fouls that one back for strike one. Well, we've already touched on it, but it is absolutely a magnificent day here at Fraser Park. We've got a great gathering of supporters out there as well, trying to find a little bit of shade as the temperatures begin to soar. White hot on the diamond, however, as we see the bunt try to get put down. This time it's popped up. Well taken by Atiawa Toa at catcher for the first out here in the first innings.
Ai, e te pati te kaitua, kai pati i tēnā poro ki runga ki raro ka hopu, ko te puta tuatahi mo te timo o tāma ki makaurei.
Yeah, this Auckland team has a strong batting lineup. Both teams are hit. The last 2 games, the first game 8-6, Auckland took that out, and then yesterday Hutt Valley came back in a tiebreaker and won 13-6. So there were 19 runs scored yesterday, and in the first game there were 14 runs scored. So this is going to be a high-scoring game, I would imagine.
Joe, just give us a quick rundown on Rongamai Luke Royal.
Yeah, Rongamai, she's got 3 pitches. She's got a drop ball, a little bit of a curve, and a pretty good rise ball. She's got good rotation on her pitches. Not the quickest pitcher, but does hit her spots.
Excellent, and I have seen her pitch over the years. She does have the ability to tie a team down just by, as Joe said, hitting good spots. It is Tyann Bromhead Lamalu, number 44, looking to go to work for Auckland now. And Auckland did do a great job on Canterbury in that previous game. A real team performance, a great offense, but also some very good defense.
Hei, e kōrero ana koe o kōrero kia rongo mai. Mo wana pūkena i kitea i ai i te rātau ki te tōne mana.
Yep, there we see the hit up. Wow, a nice job by Luke Royal to turn and take out the lead runner. Marama Makia from Kaipaparua gets to the base to take the out at 2.
E koina tete i ona pūkena rongo mai ko te haumaru ki roto i te whera. Hoi anō, i tērā tau, i te tōne mana fastball 45, Māori ki te Atiawa. I purei ana, i karawhiu ia te poro, me nā koia te kai epa. He tino tangata, hei karawhiu nā epa, nā kōrero a Joe.
Yeah.
Kei aia kei aia ki roto i tōna kete he maha nā pūkena.
Well, they just brought on Jade Calvary as the DR for Shia Hale. Interesting coaching decision, but she is the designated runner. And they're bringing up another big batter with Ruby Nola.
It would be interesting, Joe, because I would imagine that Jade Calvary will be very quick.
Absolutely.
So maybe in the next pitch or two, we may be looking at some aggressive tactics from the coach. Straight away, we see the Steelers on. It's a lovely throw. She manages to beat out the tag. And that was very close. Danica Fariso it was from shortstop. He got across to try and affect the tag. There you see on the slow motion replay. And we have some amazing replays available to you, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see all of it right here. This is extremely close. We have the benefit of those replays. The Blues don't.
E hara tēnā i te tata.
Yeah, we do have the benefit of the replay, and it did look like the runner or the fielder tagged the runner before she hit the base, but it's in the book.
Ladies and gentlemen, just another aside. Of course, we're on a diamond whose perimeter fence is at a men's distance, but Hutt Valley Association, to their credit, have bought an inner fence in so that the women are playing to their own distance as far as the perimeter of the outfield goes. So therefore, we should, and these girls, these ladies, are fully capable of launching one over that fence.
Ka karawhiu tēnā kai epa te poro ki konei. I hare I te haukai ko te poro.
As we get another look at that slow motion, sorry, wouldn't we?
Go ahead.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. You might have had a point there, Joe, but as we say, we do have the benefit of those replays. This time it is Ruby Nola who earns the walk down to first base.
Koina te hiko I hoa mā. Ka taia e ia ki te poi whā, koina te hiko.
Yeah, it's a big part of this ball game now. Each team will be vying to get the early lead. Tanisha Hokomo has been hitting very well the last couple of games, and she's probably one of the Auckland's better hitters.
Tanisha Hokomo up to bat now for Auckland. She is a powerful hitter. Been in the Auckland program now for many years.
Ka taia te poro mo te haukai tahi. I rua nā kai oma kai te papa tahi, kai te papa rua. Ana te poro ki runga ki te wāhi matau. Ka haupu kia tēnā tangata te poro. Kai waho te tima.
And Hokomo flies out to right field. That's 3 down here in the top of the first innings. We're all done for the top of the first. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. No mai, haere mai. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are on Diamond 1 in Sorensen Field of Fraser Park for the 2025 National Fastpitch Championship Grand Final game between Auckland and Hutt Valley, a couple of traditional rivals for our sport here in New Zealand. To those listening from overseas, you'll see that we have a beautiful day. Top of the first innings complete. We are now heading to the bottom of the innings. We'll quickly run you through the batting lineup for Hutt Valley. In reverse order it is from the previous innings. Marama Markia will doing the lead off, followed by Danica Fariso, then Caitlin Lewin, Dr. Lara Andrews, Kitty Winiata Inoka, Denver Shaw Tate, Ortila Tavite, Ivani Gibson. Rounding out their order will be Yvonne Burgess.
E te gana koe, Gary. Tama nui te rā e whiti ana mo tēnei rangi. Tā ua, e purei ana te kemu. Te kemu, poiuka.
Yep, Marama, good speed, contact hitter, can slap, also hit with a little power.
Pitching out there for Auckland is Lauren Parker. Behind the dish, Tyann Bromhead Lamalu out at first base. Tanisha Hokomo. Shia Hale at second. Karina Hale at third base. At shortstop, it is Ava Prescott out at left field. Ruby Nola. Centre field is Alana Snow. And at right field, Krista Hawani. That is your defensive lineup for Auckland.
Ko te kaite nei mo te kaipatu tēnei. Ko Marama Mākia. Poirua, kai tahi.
Well, normally any player with the last name of Markia in our country doesn't need much introduction. Marama Markia, an enormously talented softballer.
Yeah, her sister Mediana was playing for Hawke's Bay in this NFC tournament.
Ko te whānau mākia, ko te ingoa, he tino rongo nui ai, i roto I te motu. Te whānau mākia ki no kahununu.
Hawke's Bay just came off that early morning game over on Diamond 2. Defeated Wellington in that playoff game for 4th and 5th. Of course, it's Canterbury that finished 3rd, and we're yet to find out who's going to finish 1st and 2nd.
Wai te toa. I rua nā haura kei te hara mai, ka mōhi.
Yeah, Marama's got a good eye, very disciplined at the plate.
Lauren Parker out there, a vastly experienced pitcher for Auckland, and that's a big hit out to left field. It's gone all the way to the fence, and as Maramamaki rounds 2, she's very quick, and she slides into 3. Manages to get under the legs of Karina Hale out there, but she is pumped, and that's a lovely piece of batting by Maramamaki to get Hutt Valley underway.
Tino nui tēnā patu ki te rohi Māui, hoi anō, ko te rete ki te pai papa toru ki a Karina Hale, he rawi tona te oma haere a Marama ki nā papa.
This time it is Danica Fariso looking to move Maramamaki 60 feet from third base to home. That will open the scoring in this one. It hasn't happened yet. But Danica Fariso, another one of the enormously experienced players that Hutt Valley do possess. This one's through the middle. She's pop-flied it out to left field. The runner has tagged up, and she's gone. She's got to beat that throw coming in. 1-0 Hutt Valley.
Hoa ka katoa. Tēnā nui tēnā patu ki te wā, te rohe Māui, ka hoki ki a hoi anō, ka hara mai ono te kauwhiti ki te preiti mo te oma kotahi. Mo Hutt Valley, kore ki a Tāmiki Makaurau.
Joe, have your proud dad moment, mate.
Well, I mean, yes,
just an awesome sacrifice fly.
Yeah, she just wanted to make contact and drive in the run, and she got it just deep enough to drive in Marama, who's got great speed.
Wow, Hutt Valley have wasted no time here in the bottom of the first innings and stamping their quality on this game. 1-0, they lead Auckland. Lauren Parker going to work out there, and it is number 12, Caitlin Lewin, is vastly experienced as well. And I do have the batting stats up in front of me here, guys, and it won't surprise you to see that the batting stats are absolutely chock full of players from both of these teams. The top of the batting stats.
Great hitting by both teams.
Dr. Lara Andrews leading the batting after day 3, hitting, Widemu, 650. Impressive.
2 out of 3, huh?
Exactly.
Okay, strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike on Caitlin Lewin. She is also on these batting stats, batting .421, 25 plate appearances for 19 at-bats and 8 hits. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you anything over 300 in this sort of company is usually extremely good. So these batting averages that I'm reading out are stellar.
He pukana tēnā o nā kaipatu.
This time it's a pop fly over second base. It is Shia Howe who gets across to take the catch and the second out in the innings. She'll be replaced by number 9, the aforementioned Lara Andrews, leading the stats after day 3.
Lara's a complete player. Her leadership is second to none. It's no surprise that she's top of the batting stats.
Oh, tino nui, tēnā nama, .650.
Well, it won't surprise you, Joe, to learn that from Auckland, Tainisha Hokomo is right behind her at 579.
Sure, absolutely. 2 of the leaders of those respective teams.
And 2 of the most experienced players in both teams as well.
Absolutely.
Plenty of noise here at the ground with the dugout for Hutt Valley. leading the charge. You can hear them on the microphone.
Tērā poro, tēnā raro, tēnā poro no te kaute, poi toru te kaute.
Nice strike through the zone by Lauren Parker. Come back in that one. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Poi toru hoi kaitahi, hoa mā. Kei reira tēnā.
Yeah, drop ball just hit the part of the plate.
Lara Andrews there in a full count, staring back at the pitcher. Gets ready to go again. And she wins the battle this time and heads down to first base on the walk. She'll be replaced by number 20, Kiri Winiata Inoka.
Ai, ka wini ia te pakanga. Ka wini ia te pakanga, ka tae ia te hikoi ki te papatahi. Dr. Lara.
Dr. Lara Andrews. First pitch is right down the tube for a strike. Winiata Inoka, listed as the DP, comes in the 5 spot. She will definitely be capable of hitting this ball very hard.
Yeah, Kiri had a good game against Auckland last night. Had a double, a single, a couple of runs that batted in.
24 plate appearances for 18 at-bats, 8 hits. She is batting .444. Sounds like the Dirty Harry gun, the old 44 Magnum. There it goes, and that bat meets ball, it's high. It's Hokomo that gets under it, doesn't let the sun bother her for a catch. Hutt Valley lead the ball game 1-0, 1 innings complete. We'll find out what happens with both teams when we come back in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Fraser Ballpark, Sorensen Field. It is for the grand final edition of the National Fastpitch Championship. This brought to you by Softball New Zealand and in association with Hutt Valley Softball Association. Absolutely magnificent day it is. We're into the second innings of the grand final. It is Hutt Valley that lead the ball game by 1-0 over Auckland. Rongamai Luke Royal going to work out there on the hill for Hutt Valley in this one.
Ai, mahi ana rongo mai te wāhi nei. Ko tōna, ko te mōhio, ko te ipa tuatahi, ke haere te ipa kiru ki wainganui i te strike zone. No reira, ai nei, e rua nā ipa mana.
Chris is an experienced batter, has been on the batting stats many a time, has been a former White Sox player. Very versatile also, had played the infield and right field this tournament.
Yeah, Krista is indeed on those stats. She comes in third on the stats, and she is batting, or we'll call it an anemic 529. That's sensational as well.
Yeah, they're professional hitters.
Ko te kaite poitahi, hoi kai rua. Anei a rongo mai. Teitai tēnā.
Okay, strike 10.
2-2 the count. That pitch had to be close. I think Hawani did very well not to swing at that pitch. Great discipline in the box.
He ngongo i tēnā, he nibble, eh?
Well, this is what Rongamai does. She's not going to overpower you with speed, but what she will do is you see a nice hit out to right field. It's not quite fielded out there, and that means Hawani's going to have to go too. And she gets taken out. What a great recovery out there at right field by Ivani Gibson. The throw was spot on. Danica Fariso got herself in great position to affect that tag.
Ka whakaaro hei tika ana te kai whakawa mo tēnei purei. Ka taia te poro me te karapu i tōna waiwai i mua i te tainga atu ki te papa.
Well, this is what Hutt Valley do. They play great defense.
Great replay there, shows it. And that is as close to a bang-bang play as you can get. And the umpires are right there to make the decision on that one. Bit of a conference going on there with the Auckland coaches. They will be questioning the validity of the tag, I suppose, wouldn't we?
O e tēnei wā mātaki au ki te replay. Tino tata tēnei. Tino tata, hoi no. He judgment mo te kai whakawai i tēnei purei.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the umpires on that one, as you usually have to. But that is a sensational out and a great call by our Blues, who are absolutely top drawer in this country. Up to bat for Auckland, in a helmet the colour of which could land airplanes, is Karina Hale, in a bright yellow helmet.
O tai kōwhai. Anei te ingoa hail. Ei, i mohi hona ki wā, he ingoa rongonui ki tō tātou nei kēmu pua ngāwari. Ko te whānau hail, Dani tēnā, Karina.
And of course, out at in the lineup as well as there's another Hale. Shire Hale. Dynasty of great last names here at the ballpark this week. Of course, plenty of legacy players.
He whakapapa e, uri whakatupu mo te kēmu poiuka.
Very much so, and Karina Hale hits one high and handsome down the line, and out there to take it is the ever-present lurking Caitlin Lewin. It's a very special outfielder, that lady. Takes the catch. Karina Hale, she's not just here to make up the numbers. She is batting .455.
Te anō patu tino nui, eh? Me kira hot stick, patu wera.
And as we know, with Auckland, this time it is Katrina Nukunuku. Fires one out to right field. Comfortably taken this time, the catch by Ivani Gibson. 3 up, 3 down is the play. The top of 2 complete. Find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and I am really enjoying these little highlight packages that we're getting to see in between the innings. They're just showing all the action as good as it gets as we see the start now to the bottom of the second innings. And it is number 8, Denver Shaw Tate, young in years, but also a very experienced player. Back this year from a stint in the American college system. Extremely successful stint, I might add. Watches that, has a hard swing on that one as it drops under the bat for a strike.
Well, Denver comes from another pedigree of softball players. Naomi, an Olympic winner, or gold medalist, sorry. And her mom, Kitty, went to the Olympics. And so comes from a softball family. And also her father, Craig Wallace, is New Zealand White Sox coach.
Well, there you go.
And a good player.
That's right. So her, along with her siblings, make up a family absolutely chock full of softballing history and mana.
Koina te tango o tō tātou nei Kēmu, kona whānau. Rongondu e kaha ana te Kēmu, e tautoko ana te Kēmu. O reira, koina titi.
Shortstop eats this one up, fires it across the diamond. For the first out, Denver Shaw Tate heads back to the dugout. She'll be replaced by number 41, Atiawa Toa.
Ai, ka tae tēnā pore ki te kai tū tata karawhio atu ki te pai papatahi mo te puta.
Joe, I suspect as we get into the second turns at bats on these pitches, as we see a pop fly, it's going to come down on home plate. Nice catch. What I was going to say is you'd expect batters of this quality will start hitting the ball a bit more.
Oh, no doubt about it. They've been around now, and they've seen Sis. Auckland have seen Sis. Hutt Valley have seen Lauren, and they'll be making adjustments.
It is usually the second time through. They've had a look. They're getting the angles. They're understanding the speed, getting used to that and the spots. Both teams chock full of talented batters. We will expect to see that ball getting moved a bit more.
Ai, Gary, e tikana. Ka kite tatau ki nā kaipatu o te awa kairani. E karawhiu ana I o rātou nei patu ki te poro. Kare rātou I te mau taima, koe nei te wā, kia patu atu te poro.
Lauren Parker, it is going to have something to say about that out on the hill for Auckland, though. Seems to form a good battery with Taiwan Bromhead Lamalu. Talking about dynasty names, Bromhead's another one, this time in Auckland softball.
Yeah, her mom's a very experienced catcher.
Over the top this time.
Ka tae te kaite ki te Hoirua, Haukai Rua, 2-2.
Gets ready to go again. This one, it flies out towards the first base dugout. Tanisha Hokomo it is who gets underneath it. And that is going to end the second innings. 1-0, Hutt Valley still lead. We'll be back after these messages. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are into the third inning of work here now for these ladies. The opening stanzas are over. It is Hutt Valley who won that one. They're 1-0 over Auckland in what is already shaping up to be a very tight one. And it is Hutt Valley about to go with Ava Prescott of Auckland. Comes in the 9 spot to bat.
Tātari arongo mai. Anei, ka karawhia.
Sorry. As we said, Joe, Rongomai just nibbling around those edges and already doing a great job for Hutt Valley.
Oh, no doubt about it. She's hitting the spots early, and Auckland will need to make a couple of adjustments to get on to Rongomai.
Tell me, if you put your coach's head on, both you gentlemen, would you be looking to make a pitching change at some stage as part of not a forced one, but I mean as a tactical one?
Well, there's a possibility that'll happen. I mean, Arini pitched a full, complete game, 8 innings actually, because it went into that tiebreaker. So they'll want to save her for a little while, and they'll see just how long Sis can keep Auckland under control.
Yeah, I agree. Ko karanga e te poro, I want the ball. Ko au te kai e pu i te wā nei.
That should be the attitude of all pitchers, shouldn't it? Give me the ball. I'll do it. A little bit of swagger, a little bit of strut. Pitchers normally do it.
Ki wainganu i te pareti mo tēnā e pai, ka taia. Hoirua, haukai rua e hoa 2-2.
Prescott doing a good job here. Looking to go deep into a count here, be very patient in the box. This time it's hit straight at third base, and it is Lara Andrews who throws across the diamond off her knees.
Mai ona tūri, ka karawhiu taku tā Lara Andrews te poro ki te papatahi mo te puta.
Just to show you what sort of an athlete she is, to throw that distance and take the out. There's the replay. Off your knees. You need to be strong.
Got the junior fleck. Kia ora for that.
Shire Hale, it is up to bat. They're back at the top of the order are Auckland. And here we go, the second time through. It is Auckland, top of the order, top of the shop.
Yeah, Lara got a lot of action yesterday. She had about 6 or 7 putouts. And that looks like it's going to continue today.
And it is Shire Hale who are looking to hit and run. And she starts at the back of the box, coming forward. You'll see that a lot of the left-handers have been coached and trained to do that these days. They just get that extra metre of jump from a right-handed batter.
Tiro tata rātou ki te pai papa tuatau. Tika ana koe, Gary.
And good news, somebody's turned the aircon on as it was reaching about 30 degrees here at the booth.
Ka tamanui whiti ana ki wahona, ka tāwhiri mātou ki roto nei.
White hot, this time it's hit right up the middle. And with one down, Shire Hale gets Auckland going in this one with a nice piece of hitting. And there's an error, and that's going to gift her second base. And in the context of a grand final, Joe, you just cannot afford to do things like that.
No, that wasn't required. She wasn't that far off of first base, and keeping her on first base would have been a much better option. She won the battle against Sis Rongomai Luke, and should have been satisfied with getting her there.
Tino whakatoia, Shire. Mo tēnā tuki, mo tēnā purei.
Number 13, it is Alana Snow. Another lefty comes, and that's a big lead from Shire Hale again. She definitely is tempting them to go and take the back pick in that case.
Kei muri te timo o tāna ki makaura, eh? Ko te piro, ko tahi ki te awa kairangi, kore ki tama ki makaura.
There you go, exactly what I said. She gets back in time. But a good throw like that might just make her stick a little bit closer to second base.
Yeah, Atiawa has a very strong arm, and they've worked that play many times between Atiawa and Marama.
Oe huma ka te kaiti e nei ko te poi rua hau kai tahi, 2-1, o tēnei kaupatu.
This time it's hit hard up centre field. It's gone deep. It's gone back. It's gone all the way back. And that is an automatic home run. It's going to score 1. It is going to score 2. And there we go, just like that. Auckland open the scoring and lead the ball game by 2-1 over Hutt Valley. What a great piece of batting.
To the track, to the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, you can put that on the board. Ka taia tēnā poro ki wiwi, ki wawa, ki Hawaii, ki nui Hawaii, ki roa Hawaii, ki pā mau tino. Nā wari noi ho te karawhi o te patu ki tēnā poro ka taia te poro ki te taia pa.
Yeah, a great piece of hitting by Alana Snow. She's from the U.S. She's an import. Played her softball at UCLA, one of the more prestigious colleges in the U.S. As I was speaking the last couple of games, UCLA is one of the most successful colleges in the United States, has won the most national titles of any other university in the Americas.
Well, there you go. That has prompted a pitching change by Hutt Valley, with Auckland now leading the ball game by 2-1. And it is Irene Costa, their own import from Italy, who comes to the mound to replace Rongamai Luke Royal, who until that one swing of the bat had been doing a very fine job. Sorry, gentlemen, but we will just take a break. This pitching break brought to you by Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nice quick pitching break, just what we always like. Irene Costa, all the way from Italy, comes in for Hutt Valley to keep the pressure on Auckland batting. Just as we alluded to there, gentlemen, that the second look at pitches can sometimes be all good batting needs.
Yeah, that's exactly, Gary. I mean, they were down 1-2 to line up. They saw Rangamai Luke, and now...
And there's a nice long fly ball out there, this time by Bromhead Lamalu. Beautifully caught out there by Caitlin Lewin.
Yeah, once you get around that lineup, once the batters make some adjustments, and Alana Snow obviously made a very big adjustment hitting that ball out of the park.
Tino hopi kia tēnā poro ki te wāhi Māui.
Ruby Nola, it is up to bat for Auckland now. There we go. We see some of the youth out there getting ready for their turn at national championships.
Kuina te tama Isaac Fletcher. Oh, okay, well, hold on.
Costa it is, he rears back, gets ready to go. This one's hit directly out to right field. It finds the grass. It's going to roll away. The fielder's got it now, but the The batter has run all the way to second base, and Ruby Nola keeps Auckland's charge going here in the third innings.
Ko Ruby Nola tēnā, I patu tēnā ki te wahi matau, ka tae ki te papa tua rua.
And just in case you think things are going to get a little bit easier, up comes Tanisha Hokomo for Auckland.
Yeah, Vani Gibson made a nice attempt at that ball, but it was just dropped in.
And the pass ball is going to allow the runner to move to 3. Some unusual, shall we say, errors have crept into the Hutt Valley game in the last few minutes.
Yeah, Arene Costa will want to be bearing down now and try to get Tanisha Hokomo to get out of this inning.
Ki runga tēnā epa, tā mo te kaute poirua. Poirua haukai kore.
Tanisha, of course, right at the top of the Auckland stats, is a very dangerous time for Hutt Valley.
Yeah, they did have an opportunity to put Tanisha on with the runner at second. Chose to pitch, and that first pitch got away.
And she's earned the walk. Heads down to first base. Auckland now looking very dangerous in this ball game. Runners on the corners, and that's prompted a conference out there for the Hutt Valley team. And probably a good time to do it as well.
Ai, koenei te me ki, kia tau. Kia tau, nā whakaro kia tau, nā wanga. Kia kotahi tātou ki tō tātou kemu, kia awhi titi ki titi, and ka purei tika.
Yeah, Lara just went out there and Oteila just to settle down Arene Costa. They'll just want to make sure now that they got a 1-3 play on. So if anyone doesn't know that, it's the runner at first may steal. There may be a play where the second base comes up to cut it off to look at getting the person at third base. So we'll see what happens here strategically by Auckland and the Hutt Valley.
Yeah, good point, Joe, because there was ample opportunity here for both teams to establish some tactics or to talk some tactics in that break. Krista Hawani, it is up to bat. Krista, we've already mentioned, right up there on the stats for Auckland as well. So you would expect that she hits one out to second base. She's going to get taken out. And that will end the innings. 2-run score, Auckland leading the ball game by 2-1 over Hutt Valley. We'll be back after a few messages. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we've been enjoying the pictures here from Hutt Valley. There you can see just what a perfect day it is as we see a few of the highlights from the previous inning. Yvonne Burgess, it is up to bat for Hutt Valley now. And similarly in the Auckland innings, we're about to see Hutt Valley start to get their second look at Lauren Parker. And it'll be interesting now to see how they respond to the 2 runs that Auckland were able to score.
Ai,
Yeah. Go
E
ahead.
te gana te whakaroa te timo o Hutt Valley kia patu te poro. Ki roto I te tākaro kia patu te poro. Ka tae nā mea ki runga.
There's a shot straight up the middle. It's eaten up out there at shortstop. The throw is overthrown. But it is Burgess who turns to come back to the base. Possibly should have hustled a little bit back to the base there, I suspect, as she turned left instead of right.
Hey, just on that, Gary, anyone that goes down to first base, just for our listeners, go down to first base, there's something called attempt to go to second. And it doesn't matter if it's a shimmy or just a tilt of the head, and the umpire's judgment. If they judge that you made an attempt to go to second and you don't get back to first in time, you can be called out. So just there, right there, was just a nice little play.
So definitely in her interest to have not turned left right there. There we go. This time it's a hit out to left field. And it is the DR Riley White who's coming to run for Burgess out at second base, and it is Hutt Valley now beginning to look dangerous in this one.
Ai. He rungi nā I te papatuarua, papatahi, ko nā kai uma, o te awa kairangi.
This time they've dropped the bunt. It's a nice bunt. Karina Hale picks it up, but she can't stop Hutt Valley from loading the bags. And now there is enormous pressure being exerted by Hutt Valley on Auckland. Loaded base as it is. And that was an absolutely perfect execution of the bunt by Danica Fariso.
Yeah, Danica put down a perfect bunt. Karina Hale was looking to get the person at third base and held on to the ball, and Danica got it onto first base on that single.
Kei te whakaki nā papa e hoa mā, tahi rua toru.
There we go. Loaded bags it is. Hutt Valley. Runners at 1, 2, 3. Up to bat, number 12. Caitlin Lewin.
He kaipati tēnei tāmata me. Caitlin Lewin, what, .421.
So she's right up there in the stats. Here we go. This one has been hit straight back through second base. Can't take the field. It's going to score one. There's another one coming. She's going to have to back up. There's a nice throw out there, and we got the rundown. And it wasn't affected the tag, and here we go. And she is going to be safe. Marama Makia had to really rock and roll to get that in, but she did. And Hutt Valley have answered immediately with 2 runs of their own. They retake the lead and now lead Auckland by 3-2. What a ball game we've already got in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Just watch the replay and the pictures speak for themselves. There she is, rocking and a-rolling. Karina Hale tried to affect the tag. That was probably the battle right there. And here we go, not the greatest throw and not the great transfer.
Tēnō whakatoia Marama Māke, tēnō kaha ia.
This time it's found the grass out of right field. We're having trouble keeping up. It's going to score one, and it is going to be out for the second run. But Lara Andrews gets herself an RBI at Hutt Valley. We can't keep up. 4 runs to 2. Watch that replay on the hit because the runner came in like a freight train. Boom! Tagged out. That was Danica Fariso.
That's Caitlin Lewin on that one.
Caitlin Lewin. Hard to keep up, Joe. Hard to keep up.
Ai tēnei kemu, tēnō kemu nai nei.
This one has gone sky high down the third baseline and manages to make it over the fence. The upshot of all that action, ladies and gentlemen, it is Hutt Valley who now lead the ball game by 4 runs to 2 over Auckland. Lara Andrews out at second base, watching proceedings there, which means it will be Kiri Winiara Inoka out there doing the batting.
Ka tino hiku nā patu te timo te awa kairangi o Hutt Valley. Ka hiku nā patu. Bats are on fire.
Bats are on fire. Absolutely.
Well, Hutt Valley, as you see in the stats, have a lot of batters that are up in those stats, and so they can hit.
We did mention, of course, I did mention, gentlemen, that once these batters get a second look at some of these pitches, we might see fireworks. And that's exactly what's happened from both teams. There we go. You got a nice clear call from umpire Ogier behind the dish of illegal pitch, and it was the hands together.
Sorry. She had her hands together on the plate, and she took her hands apart, and then she put her hands back together and then delivered the ball. Once the hands come apart, she must deliver the ball.
Here we go, nice and clear as to why that was an illegal pitch.
Don't have an explanation for that. That's the textbook. What umpire Nicola just said there. Hands separated.
Got to keep them together. When you pull them apart, that's when you deliver the pitch. Just like that. This time it's a pop fly. It's heading towards foul territory. There's a wonderful attempt by Shire Hale. And just goes to show you the commitment some of these players are willing to offer.
Oh, no doubt about it. Shire had let it all out there, extending, just trying to make that play that dropped into foul territory.
Winiata Inoka, who is batting at the moment for Hutt Valley. And wowee, I'm still catching my breath after that frenzy of activity. Now, Hutt Valley absolutely busted things open.
Hi, Gary. Nā patu, pēta lera. Ka whakaru I rata. Me patu. Me taia nā uma ki te priti, ki te hau kainga. Score some runs.
This one's hit hard towards third base. She holds up the runner, then fires it across the diamond. And again, it's a mistake on the catch of the throw. And it is Lara Andrews who comes in to score the fifth run of the ball game for Hutt Valley. And Auckland just failing on the execution of the infield, causing that run to come in and score. Denver Shaw Tate, number 8, will be up to bat. The Auckland coach has just come out to settle the athletes there. On the replay, we see the throw from Karina Hale. It was off target.
Pai te whakarua Karina Hale kia tātari kua kia mau kia te Lara Andrews ki tāna papa tua turi ne. Tika ana tērā, o ena ko te karawhiu, o ko te whiua ki te paitai, o wiwi wawa, ane kātai, ka mōhio, ka ngā.
Yeah, she just put a little doubt into Karina's mind. And when Karina looked her back to third base, she lost track of the first base and just threw that ball a little out of the reach of Tanisha Hokomo.
Well, Auckland have made a replacement out there on the hill. And it is Stephanie Fairclough that comes in, the Californian native. We're going into a change now, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting. There we go, and we're back. That was very quick, wasn't it? Stephanie Fairclough, who has replaced Lauren Parker out there. Stephanie, California native, now naturalised New Zealander, pitched the previous game for Auckland to get them into this grand final. Good that she has managed to have a rest, but it hasn't stopped the batting, and it has been just popped out over the back of first base. And it is Hutt Valley that continue to move the ball and the runners around the bases. Denver Shaw Tate safe at first base.
Pai tēnei patu ki tēnei wahi. Kare I te papatahi. Nā, kai haumaru. And nō reira, kataia I ki reira.
Just making contact, punching the ball over first base.
Yeah, well, Joe, you could forgive them for not trying to swing harder as the adrenaline gets up, but they're maintaining their discipline beautifully, aren't they?
No doubt about it. I mean, they're just waiting for strikes, and when the strike comes into the zone, they're swinging.
This time it is swung on harder by Atiawa Toa. The runner comes around. She's gone straight through 3 and is going to score as yet again a throw goes to ground from Auckland. And Hutt Valley now enjoying a 6-2 run lead over Auckland. It doesn't seem like all that long ago we were celebrating for Auckland as they were in the lead. It is Coach Isaac Fletcher comes out to have a look at his athletes, and that is a nice piece of hitting.
I'm surprised that this is allowed to have the whole team on a pitching huddle. Interesting.
The whole dugout's emptied. They won't ever talk to the whole squad. And there will be some words being spoken out there by Coach Fletcher. Very animated in that discussion. Just needs to settle his team down. And time to get back to basics.
Ai, kei te tika koe. Kia, ko nā basics.
About to get going again, ladies and gentlemen. Runners at 1 and 2, and it is Ivani Gibson who moves the 2 runners across. She becomes the second out in the inning.
A good piece of hitting by Ivani, going to the right side of the pitcher, and she had no other option but to throw it to first base for the out.
Atiawa Toa has been replaced by a runner to do the running for her. Runners for Hutt Valley now at 2 and 3, 2 down. Yvonne Burgess, let's not forget, started, was the leadoff hitter in this innings, so they have gone through the order. Quite amazing how much they've managed to pack in this innings. This time she's hit one, and it is comfortably taken out there for the third out. Here in the third innings, we'll head to the top of the fourth when we come back in just a minute with a special booth guest. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and what an amazing amount of action we were treated to in the bottom of the third innings there. Hutt Valley lit it up on the diamond to the extent of 5 runs they scored, and now lead this ball game over Auckland by 6 runs to 2. I have a special guest joining us right now, and it is Softball New Zealand CEO Jason Merritt. Jason, welcome along. It's great to see you.
Yeah, kia ora. Great to be here.
What do you think of the tournament so far, Jason?
Oh, it's amazing. I just think you can really feel the passion for softball at the moment, can't you? And when you see the reaction of Marama Makia when she gets in before the passion on her face, and it epitomises what it's all about for me.
It sure does, Jason. Just give us an outline of your history and etc., if you don't mind, for those of the listening audience that don't really know you.
Yeah, sure. So I've been with Softball New Zealand for 9 months now, so not too long, and I'm not from a softball background, so it was a pretty steep learning curve for me when I began, but I've loved it. The people are amazing, and watching some tournaments and being involved has just been incredible, so I'm really enjoying it.
Absolutely, and you do learn pretty fast what a whānau community we are in the softball, and very much a grassroots sport.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of sports say they're a whānau community, but softball genuinely is, it really is, and I think it's what makes the sport great.
Absolutely, I mean you can wander around the ground here and you're mixing with current and former internationals, and you're getting to talk to legends of the sport like the gentleman sitting beside me, Mr. Wiramu Tamaki.
Oh, okay.
But that just underlines it, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely, and you've got, in some cases 3 or 4 generations of a family still involved in the sport, which is incredible, and I'm just amazed at the amount of time volunteers give back to our sport, and it wouldn't be able to function the way it does without it, but I think that's what makes the sport what it is.
Absolutely. Do you have a sporting background yourself?
Yeah, rugby myself.
Yep.
Haven't done that for a while, but that was my background, and spent a bit of time overseas playing rugby, and came back and did a bit of coaching, and so that was a while ago though.
And are you local to Hutt Valley, or do you live in the region?
Yeah, I'm based down in Christchurch. Based in Christchurch. Yep. So our staff now, we're all relatively new in Softball New Zealand, and we're spread across the country, which I think is quite a good thing for a national sport, and having some representation and just being visible out there with the community.
Do you think that's an advantage to give you a coverage of the net and being able to network and keep up with what's going on around the country?
Yeah, I think so. I think it is. And, I mean, we want to be present and be visible with our associations and our members, and I think being spread across the country physically helps with that.
Yep. 3 balls, 1 strike it is, and we have number 22 out there batting for Auckland. His number, I'll catch up, Katrina Nuku. And there are none outs here in the top of the 4th inning still. Just try and keep everybody up to date with what's going on. Okay. This is the pinnacle of our representative season, but we also just recently had the Heartland Championship, which I've become a big fan of straight away, as we see a pop fly out to right field, and the out is made. The runner at 1 comes back and is safe. But that Heartland Championship, what a great concept.
Yeah, new to Softball New Zealand this year, the Heartland competition, and incredibly well hosted by Manawatu Softball Association. I mean, these tournaments don't happen without these associations doing incredible work hosting these. But for us, 12 teams that wouldn't have been playing otherwise playing in the Heartland comp is what it's all about for us. And we want to create opportunities for everyone to be involved, and we want to make it easy for people to be involved in our game. So the Heartland tournament was one step towards that.
Oh, there we go, and it's Auckland that are trying to force things now. And the runner on the bunt went from 1, tried to go all the way to 3, and gets thrown out at 3 for the 3rd out in the innings, and they head back to the dugout. The top of 4 completed. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue our chat with Softball New Zealand CEO, Jason Merritt. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we have got a game and a half on our hands. It's Hutt Valley that have managed to put a bit of a gap on Auckland. They lead the ball game here in the bottom of the 4th innings by 6 runs to 2. Back to the top of their order, it is Marama Makia. Just continuing our chat with Softball New Zealand CEO Jason Merritt. Jason, I've got to ask you about the WSC qualifier coming up.
Yeah, so in April 4th, April 6th, we've got the Under-23 Men's WBSC Oceania qualifier in Manawatu, which is awesome. So alongside that, we've got a test series against Australia for our Under-18 men, a 5-test series, and it'll be a 5-test series in the Under-23s against Australia as well.
That's here in New Zealand?
Here in New Zealand, in Manawatu.
At Manawatu. That is fantastic. I'm going to love seeing some international quality softball back in New Zealand, because we don't actually get a huge amount of opportunity to see our national sides playing on our shores.
And that's a lot of feedback I've had since I've been in the role, is that whānau don't often get the chance to see our athletes play in our country. So it's a great opportunity to do that, and hopefully we can bring more of it back to the country in the future.
Absolutely fantastic that would be. And it is Auckland out there who are going to work. Hutt Valley dropped the bunt this time. They've stayed with the short game, and the out at 2 is made. The lead runner is taken, which was Marama Makia, becomes the first out. Danica Fariso having herself quite a game in this ball game. Let's get back to the tournament at hand there, Jason. Who's your favourite for the grand final right here, right now? Put you on the spot.
Hutt Valley are looking pretty sharp at the moment, but Auckland have been pretty determined throughout the whole thing, so we won't write them off yet. But I think there's been so many close games and turnarounds and throughout the whole tournament. Hutt Valley are on top, but we'll wait and see.
Well, men's grand final, that's coming up shortly, ladies and gentlemen. As we see the steal is on. It's a good throw. It's gone through, and Fariso jumps straight back up. And you do not give that lady an inch, because she'll steal. Well, she'll steal from second to third. And what a great job by Danica Fariso. 1 down. The runner already across the 3. Caitlin Lewin up to bat. And there we go. Anyway, Jason, we'll leave it at that for now with you. But so thanks very much for coming along. Unless there's anything you want to add, any shout-outs you want to give?
No, I think firstly to Hutt Valley Softball for putting this on. They've done a fantastic job. Turned on the weather, but really, really well organised. Atiawa Toa FM and Beyond the Dugout broadcasting, I think, have been really great supporters of this, and we wouldn't have been able to stream all of this like we have been able to without the support of those two organisations.
Much appreciated, those words. We live and die by our volunteers. We say that a lot. Most of us are volunteers, so we love to, and it's just the passion of the sport that we all share, isn't it?
Absolutely. And lastly, not least, to our umpires and scorers as well, volunteering their time, taking time off work to be here. Again, wouldn't be able to happen without them. So thanks to everyone involved. Thanks
very much, Jason. It's been fantastic to have you along. We'll get back to the ball game now, though, and see how we go with this one. And it is Joe that'll be coming back in to join us in just a second. But for now, 6 runs to 2, Hutt Valley, bottom of the 4th.
Ai. Ono ki te rua nā pero I nāi nei, ka ukupu maru te tima ka awa kairangi ki tēnei kēmu. Titiru he kai oma kei te papatori. Ko tahi noi ho te puta atu.
Great chat with Jason there. Just nice to see someone motivated to try and do the best for our sport and, just helm the ship, so to speak.
Ai, e mihi ana ki a Jason Merritt, me tōna kōrero nui ki nā kaiwhakawā me nā kai tauti. So to our umpires and our scorers. E mihi ana, Jason.
All right, this time it's Hutt Valley, whose runner from first gets to second. Runners at 2 and 3 now, and we've got Lara Andrews up to bat, and it is Caitlin Lewin out there at second base. 1 down. Joe, once again, in successive innings, dangerous times for Auckland.
Yeah, danger time for Auckland. They got their top batter up for for Hutt Valley.
Well, we're just going to have a replay of that, what appeared to be a foul ball. And a little bit inconclusive about whether that came off the barrel of the bat or the glove. And I think the decision was it came off the barrel of the bat.
Oh, ka reset. Ka eke Lara Andrews ki roto nei.
This time Andrews just drops one down in front of her. It's unable to be picked up, and once again, the absolute perfect execution of the bunt. And how impressive has the short game for Hutt Valley been?
Oh, Lara Andrews put down a perfect bunt to score Danica. The first base vacated. The second base was going to first. And Lara took it all the way to second base, and they still have second and third with one down. And the dangerous Kitty Winiata up.
Well, we kind of talked about, you know, how tight this ball game could be. But what we didn't talk about is sometimes you forget about the explosive nature of some of these teams. And as good as Auckland are, as we see that runner come in on the replay, as good as Auckland are, sometimes, you know, just a little bit of drop in standards or an opportunity presented. And there's that bunt again by Andrews. Absolutely inch perfect. And this time it's an overthrown pitch that is going to cause the runner to come in. Caitlin Lewin this time. And Hutt Valley just keep clocking up the runs. But once that flow comes on, Joe, it can be hard to stem.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It is hard to stem. This Hutt Valley team bat 1-9.
Well, ko ai te tima e pirangi, e hihea tēnei Wikitoria, e nai nei, te awa kairangi.
Kiri Winiata in Noka, it is up to bat now. And you can't single out any of the Hutt Valley batters at the moment. They are all on fire. And to be fair, and you don't often see it, Auckland looking a little bit shell-shocked.
Oh, he maha ngā eras, eh?
This time it's Winiata Inoka who has struck out for the second out in the innings. Denver Shaw Tate comes up to bat for Hutt Valley. Nice pitch out there by Stephanie Fairclough.
Oh, e epa runga. Wa te hau kaitahi.
It's a hard thing to do to come in and be extremely effective when you're coming as a replacement. Lauren Parker was the start-off pitcher for Auckland. Stephanie Fairclough has had to come in and contend now with this hot streak from the Hutt Valley batters. This time it's another throw that's unable to be caught. And I don't want to say the horses bolted with me, but they just continue to not help themselves with little errors.
Kare ki te hoiho. Kare ki te hoiho. Hoi anō e tika ana koe, Jer. He maha ngā hapa mo te tima no Atamaki Makaurau.
Yeah.
He maha ngā hapa ka taia te piro ki te wari ki te rua.
Joe, I said it before when the onslaught started and a couple of errors crept in. They've got to get back to basics and throw right and catch.
Yeah, they're getting base on balls now. They're very disciplined at the plate. They're moving the ball to all parts of the field. And Auckland are having a hard time stemming the flow. Fairclough, to be fair, she pitched a complete game against Canterbury and now is having to clean up for Lauren Parker.
And, of course, the upshot of that is we see a fly ball. Makes it to the turf. Despite the attentions of the Auckland field, 6 runs at this stage of the ball game, not an impossibility for Auckland, but quite a large hill to climb. If they are going to impact the scoreboard, they'll have to start doing it straight away.
Ko hapa tēnā poro, hoi anō ka tai. Ka tai te timo o Tāmaki Makaurau, ka tai te timo o Awa Kairangi mo tēnei. Hau kairua mo te kaute.
There it is. This time it is popped up high. It's coming down, and it is the pitcher that takes it. Fairclough, who dismisses to Vitae. That ends the pain in this innings. Hutt Valley leading Auckland by 8-2. We'll be back with more action in just a minute. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, and it's an enormous hill that Auckland have to climb now, just like those beautiful hills in the background here at Hutt Valley. Did you like that segue, gentlemen? Pretty awesome. Hutt Valley lead the ball game here at the National Fastpitch Championships by 8-2 over Auckland. This is the first of 2 grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go anywhere after this because the men will follow. And if that game is anything as exciting as this game, then certainly we are in for an absolute thriller of a final there. As we see one launched high and hard. That was right out of the middle. And that is a home run. And what a way for Auckland to get to try and climb straight back into this. Then with a solo shot for a home run. Beautiful job there done by the batter.
Yeah, great piece of hitting by Shire to put that one out of the park. Hutt Valley will now just to regather themselves. Just an update on the Hutt Valley Men Canterbury semi-final. Canterbury will run out winners 6-1. So it'll be Canterbury and North Harbour in the men's final at 1 o'clock.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is 2 teams who have already gone hammer and tongs at each other in this tournament, scheduled to meet again in the grand final for the men. In the meantime, though, the action is white hot here on Diamond 1 with the women's grand final, and it is Auckland looking to climb back into this one. And Shire Hale just showed her teammates how by launching one over the right field fence.
Tino nāwari, tēnā karawhiu mo tēnā hei kōnei rā, ne? Hei kōnei rā mo te uma haere, mo te home run.
Well, I mentioned it at the beginning that with the women's fence in place, we were likely to see it, and 2 automatic home runs in the ball game so far. We may not have seen the last of those. Alana Snow, it is up to bat. And let's not forget she was the other hitter of the home run.
Yeah, she did. She was the first one to hit the home run to left center field. And then Shire followed that up in the top of the 5th with a blast to right field.
There's a nice change of pace out there by Irene Costa, the pitcher for Hutt Valley.
He tini hanga tēnā epa, it It's a real magical pitch, or a tricky pitch there to get the batter to swing, but she held back.
She held back, all right. She was tempted. You can see that. A little bit too much discipline for that one. Just a little bit off the plate. See the next one come through. It hits the zone. And that was she pulled the strings on that one and actually turned the bat to stone. Could not catch up or even get the bat off the shoulder. Strikes out for the first out to be replaced by number 44. Tyann, Bromhead, Lamalu. A lot of lefties in this Auckland lineup.
No doubt about it. Yeah, there are. There's about 4.
Well, the crowd just continues to build here, ladies and gentlemen. There's a couple of darker clouds just building over the hills. I don't think it's going to come to anything. It is still an absolutely magnificent day for softball. We see this one going straight up the middle. It's Burgess going back. Back she goes. It is a stand-up double. Ground rule double?
Yes, a ground rule double.
Yep. There we go, you see. Your play-by-play commentator coming up with the correct vernacular for that play.
Hare te tino mohi o mo te kupu Māori mo ground rule double. Hoi anō, e rua nā papa. 2 bases.
Automatic 2 bases as that one came close to being yet another automatic home run in this ball game. It bounced over the fence, which of course is at the women's legal distance. I'm sure somebody could message us and tell us, or maybe Wiremu could tell us exactly what their distance is.
220.
220, there you go.
220 feet, yeah.
Thought I might have put you on the spot, but too good for that is Wiremu Tamaki. No, we're all too old to work that one out, Joe.
Yeah. It's good that they were able to move these fences in for the women's tournament.
Absolutely. Just adds another dimension to it, to the actual flavour of the tournament. As often in grand final play in the past, they've had to play with the fences out at the men's legal distance, which is?
Between 240 and 250.
Tried it again. This one's hit hard. It's Andrews at third base who eats that one up and takes Ruby Nola out at first base. A runner at 2 for Auckland. 2 down with Tainisha Hokomo up to bat.
Karamai te kai oma rapiti. Te tino tere o te oma rapiti. E tai ati ki te paparua. O nā rua e puta.
Runner comes in for Bromhead Lamalu, the catcher. There's Jay Calverley as we see the pitching coach for Auckland come out to have a talk. Have a cordial with his pitcher out there, Irene Costa. Back to business it is now here in the 5th innings. And this ball game's had so much action, which means it feels like it's gone past in the blink of an eye. We're in the top of the 5th innings with Hutt Valley leading Auckland by 8 runs to 3. 2 outs in the innings. Tainisha Hokomo up to bat for Auckland.
Yeah, they'll want to be careful with Tanisha, not get too much of the middle of the plate. She's been one of these hot hitters for Auckland. So they'll just be a little careful with it. There is a base free, and they are still up 5 runs.
It's Tynesha that looks to turn on one in the middle of the zone. Fouls it down the third base line. And Auckland have come back and chipped away at one of the runs. Still enough time to do that, Joe, isn't there? Just chip away at the lead.
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a good hitting team. As they showed yesterday, coming back from a 6-2 deficit, scored 4 runs to make it a tiebreaker. And, so they're capable of scoring runs in bunches.
Koe nā te whakaro ke roto I te henengaro o te timo o Hutt Valley. That's in their heads in terms of what happened yesterday in terms of coming back.
And it is Hokomo that heads down to first on the hit pitch. Accompanied down the line there by the blue. I seriously don't think anything was going to come out of that one.
No, it hit her on her elbow pad.
Yep.
I like what you see there, Gary, because that's something that we do. We teach our umpires to make sure that they walk the hit person who's been hit just in case. And the first baseman will come out, umpire will come out as well. Just in case. And also we care about our players.
Absolutely. I was going to say there's probably more to it. This time, this one's hit high and handsome out to right field, and the catch is taken out there by Ivani Gibson for the third out. And it is Auckland that don't impact the... they did impact the scoreboard with a solo shot by Shire Hale. 8-3, Hutt Valley continue to lead. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we've been enjoying some pictures from around the grounds. And there we go. The family dogs come to see the game. Auckland it is who get underway out on defence, and it is Hutt Valley's Ivani Gibson, who just took the catch to end that previous innings, who comes in to do the batting for Hutt Valley. And Auckland scored a run of their own in that previous innings. I think, guys, they're going to have to keep Hutt Valley scoreless in this innings if they're going to come back.
Oh, absolutely. They'll want to keep this inning clean and get back to hitting.
Ka tae tēnā poro ki runga mo te kau. Mo te kautāe. Hoi rua, hoi kaitahi.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ivani Gibson into bats. And just leaves that one on the middle. Into a hitter's count now. Hutt Valley will be starting to like this situation. And it is Gibson who does a great job of getting a team going by picking the walk. Bottom of the 5th. They go back to the top of the order. Marama Markia, who's having quite a bull game. Sorry, it's Yvonne Burgess, who's having a good bull game as well.
For a young player, Ivani Gibson showed some fantastic discipline in that at-bat.
Oh.
It's a feature of the representative teams from Hutt Valley that I've noticed this year. Just is the coaching that's gone into their discipline. has been outstanding.
O ka kite tātou ki nā...
Oh, there's a lovely athletic job by Hokomo, and she has done it. That has got to be one of the plays of the week. Tanisha Hokomo takes the catch and then turns around fully prone and throws the runner out of first base for the double. There we see on the replay. There's the throw. Boom.
Okay, well, koina te double up here, Horma. Te double up.
A great defensive play by Tanisha Hokomo. That bunt needed to be put down on the turf.
Here's the bunt right there. She comes in, fully diving catch. As you see, straight to the knees. And that's right out of the top draw for a first base play, that right there.
Yeah, that diffuses the inning a little bit for Hutt Valley, and they'll start with 2 outs and try to get it going with two down.
Marama Markia it is this time, and she is having a fine ball game. And you can see every time they achieve something in the innings and she's out there, just how pumped she's been for this game. She's definitely worn her heart on her sleeve out there, that's for sure.
Yeah. Ai, tino whakatoi tēnei koe tākoro. Tino tere hoki.
2-2, and it's the Hutt Valley dugout that go to work with making the noise once again.
Poirua, Hokairua, 2-2. Anei.
3-2 cool. No, it's 2-2.
Ko te whakaroa mārama, ka pati te poro ki aia, hoi anō ka te...
That's how pumped young Markia was to get to first. She had lost count of the call there. Oh, yes, she did. She did.
Hoi nā, te whakaroa te kaiwa wao, he mahana taima kia nuku tō waiwai mai I te patu. Nā reira, koina te
There was some
te tikana.
thought that it might have hit a foot.
Certainly would have been the question as we see the hit. And it is a fine diving catch this time. Out there to take Marama Markia out as the third out here in the bottom of the 5th innings. And Auckland get the job done in that one. We'll be back with more action in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Out on the soccer field immediately behind us. They're enjoying some sun in action. While on the Diamond One here at Sorensen Field, we're enjoying the action of the grand final between Auckland and Hutt Valley. 8-3 it is. Hutt Valley enjoying a good-sized lead over Auckland. Auckland, who replied with 1 run in the previous inning, courtesy of a solo home run by Shia Hale. Now it is Karina Hale up to bat, number 63 for Auckland.
O ka huri te wā kia tāmaki makaurei, o tā rātou wā me te patu, ka kitea e tātou.
Well, with 2 full bats, with 2 full at-bats to go, Auckland have got to erase a 5-run deficit And that's going to be very hard to do. Not impossible, but very hard.
Ka tae tēnā epa ki raro mō te kau te huirua hau kairua mō Karina Hale.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Karina Hale in the bright yellow helmet. Through the middle of the zone, and Hale helps herself to it to the foul territory down the third base line.
She got all of that. That was a little bit too middle of the plate for an experienced batter like Karina, but she was way ahead of it.
It's a little timeout, pitcher and catcher. Just got to make sure they're on the same page, I think, as far as where the calls are and where they're coming from.
The important part of this inning, always want to get the lead off runner, or lead off batter.
Dan Karina Hale has hit it straight up the middle. It's gone all the way out to Burgess in centre field. And she has gotten her team going in this inning in fine style. That'll bring to bat number 22, Katrina Nukunuku.
Hei tika nei tō kore o Joe, ki waira nui te preiti, ka tae Karina ki tana patu ki tērā poro, ka karawhia ki waira nui te whira.
And it is the DR that comes in to do the running for Auckland. Katrina Nukunuku, another one of the vastly experienced players in this Auckland lineup. Did a lot of her early softball actually down here in the Hutt Valley.
She would have won a couple of national titles with Atiawa.
Before making the move north to settle in Auckland. Been a feature of Ramblers teams over a few years now. Hit hard, straight up the middle once again. And this is some good textbook batting by Auckland. No panic in it. That's just good hitting and positioning themselves to get some runs by having bodies in motion on the bases.
Papa ki te papa, station to station.
Yeah, it's a good piece of hitting by Katrina.
That is a great way of putting it, Winnamoot. 60 feet at a time. Number 7, Ava Prescott, it'll be who comes up to bat.
22 out, Aiden.
Yep, that's the one, thank you.
I mean, in these situations, Joe, you've clearly been a successful coach in your time. Having bodies in motion with none out or one out gives coaches an enormous amount of options to try and impact the game.
Yeah, with being down 5 runs, I think going station to station is probably how Fletcher will look to play it. You don't want to be giving away outs, and so you wouldn't be really sacrificing, or I wouldn't be necessarily, but it depends where the fielders are playing.
Yep. The other thing, of course, you know, the out situation, as you mentioned, they become precious.
Absolutely. 6 outs to go in a ball game like this. At the moment, that's what Hutt Valley will be hunting for.
Right, there we go. 6 outs to go for Auckland in the ball game. 5 runs to get. To continue. This one's hit hard. It's gone through shortstop. It's gone all the way out to left field, and we see the throw come in. And it's absolutely perfect. And the sliding runner gets in underneath the tag. And that throw was pinpoint perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to see this in slow motion. Here's the runner. And you'd have to say, Nicola Ogier right on the spot. I'd hate to be the one to call it. What do I mean?
In her judgment, she believed that while the tag was high, the runner had got their feet over before that happened.
Coaches for Hutt Valley, Cindy Portai, Zavana Aringa, have come out and asked the question, but it's the rarest thing on earth, an umpire changing their mind.
That's for sure.
Does not happen, and it's Auckland. They bring back another run.
It's bringing 19 back in for 11.
11 out, 19 back in.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Hutt Valley change, re-enter 19, 1-9.
19.
We're going to see Rongamai Luke Royal re-enter the game. Irene Costa, who heads to the dugout, is Auckland. Just looking threatening in this one now. As we see on our pictures, there goes past the outstretched glove. And the umpire determined that the feet had gotten in underneath the tag. Top of 6 action, it's Auckland that closed the gap. Once again, 8 runs to 4. No outs. Runners at 1 and 2 for Auckland. Top of the order, it is home run hitter Shire Hale, who'll be coming into the batter's box. Once this pitching change is made, we'll stay live with these pictures. We talked about it, Joe, that what Auckland were going to have to do, and they are doing it at the moment by moving those bodies around the base.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, like we were saying before, I mean, this 4-run lead or 5-run lead is sometimes not going to hold up, and you got to keep playing the game until the fat lady sings, as they say. That was a close play at home. The slow-mo was almost indecisive also, so it was close, and Nicola judged it to be the foot in before the tag.
Oh, there we go. It is Rongamai Luke Royal back out in the middle after starting the ball game. Pitching into Shire Hale. Shire launched one over the right field fence in her previous at-bat. I don't know, would you have been tempted to put her out there and bring the force into effect?
No, I don't think so. I think now with a 4-run lead, you still want to try to get outs, and there's a force on the base anyway.
Yep, nice call. And for the first time since the first innings, it is Auckland. Sorry, since the third innings, it is Auckland that are exerting some pressure now on Hutt Valley. This time it's hit back, and it's Luke Royal, who can't stop the runners advancing, but does take the out of 1.
Yeah.
Find an out.
Yeah. And that's what they would be doing, looking just to get that out.
So they execute the out perfectly. The runners have advanced. 1 down. Alana Snow up to bat now for Auckland. The other player in this ball game to have launched one out of the diamond. And just another dimension in this ball game being added as Auckland look to close this gap. They've forced another pitching change on Hutt Valley. Nice pitch, low on the outside of the plate. Takes enough of the plate to be a strike. And those are the sorts of spots that Rongamai Luke Royal is going to have to hit to prevent Auckland from moving these runners around the bases. Still only 1 out. This time the hit goes out to left field. 1 run's going to score. The second run's coming in now. The ball's coming in. The diving slide. And Alana Snow's gone all the way around to 3. Auckland has scored 2 more runs. And this ball game, ladies and gentlemen, just got tied again.
Ka tino Gary, ka tino wera tēnā Gary. I aua wā. Waru ki te rua. Nāi nei, waru ki te ono. Tata rawa te Kiwi nei. Nā te patu o te wana kaipatu o Tāmaki ki Makaurau, me ki rā ki te kopa ki te papa, station to station.
Yep.
And then kāna ki te rātou te puro ki waho.
Just good softball, Joe.
Yeah,
By
oh no,
Auckland.
it's fantastic hitting. Good piece of hitting with Auckland going station to
Joe, I'll
station.
just interrupt you there, mate. They are making a pitching change. We will take a break this time. And this break brought to you by Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we see Hutt Valley with yet another pitching change. They don't leave it too long before they make these sorts of decisions. It's a grand final and you certainly can't second guess yourself. Jada Walters Rangitihi, number 35, has come in to do the pitching for Hutt Valley. She's a teenage pitcher, but she's very experienced and she is also very good.
Ki te ia ki Brazil, ne? I haere ia ki Brazil?
Young pitcher, 16 years old, was playing in, I think, the under-17s and under-19s. Was one of Hutt Valley's stalwart pitchers.
This time it is number 44, Tyann Bromhead Lamalu, looking in the batter's box out there for Auckland. There's a runner at 2. They have now scored 1, 2, 3 runs in this innings to go with the run in the previous innings. Trail the ball game against Hutt Valley by 8 runs to 6. And we see that hit. It's Andrews that picks it up, fires it across the diamond. 2 down now with Ruby Nola up to bat for Auckland. And that's a nice start by Walters Rangitihi.
Anei te Golden Glove e Homa, wai te takata, ki te papatahi o te puta.
A good play to keep Alana Snow at second base.
The niece of Kerry Simeon, well-known Hutt Valley softballer, played NFC for Hawke's Bay at this NFC. Is Jada Walters Rangitihi.
Plays for the Saints softball club in the Hutt Valley.
This time it's a pitch hit up in the zone, which Ruby Nola swings hard on. Interesting, Joe, you mentioned her as a stalwart pitcher at 16.
Yeah. Well, she's got a big future with Hutt
She's got a
Valley.
huge future, no doubt. There's a nice pitch. You know, that's a very, very close call. And at 16, you can see almost immediately what type of pitcher you're dealing with. She just turned around and shook that one off.
That was a good spot. Just probably missed the plate by millimeters.
This one through the middle. It's hit straight back up the middle. And it looks like Auckland are going to score another run here. And it is Auckland that continue to mount this comeback and keep closing the gap on Hutt Valley. It's a 1-point ball game, ladies and gentlemen. A 1-point ball game. Who'd have thought that 5 runs ago?
Anei te patu ki Wainganui, ki Wainganui, and then ka taia te oma. Kai oma mai te paparua ki te haukainga.
Well, you said it would have moved station to station, and that's exactly what Auckland have been able to do. And in fact, their momentum is building.
And their confidence will be up too, Gary.
Yeah.
Yep. Now that this is a ball game.
This is a ball game, and I can see my fellow commentator down there, Mr. Fraser, beginning to sweat.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's, you know, just a little bit of the green and gold showing a wee bit.
There we go. This one's popped high, very high by Hokomo. It's taken out there at first base by Denver Short 8. There we go. 3 down it is now. But Auckland have helped themselves to 4 runs and now trail this ball game by just the 1 run, 8-7. Hutt Valley, Auckland will be back with more action in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Fraser Ballpark, and we have got our one ding-dong battle on our hands. We knew it was coming. It's a grand final, and it is definitely a grand final that is worthy of the name. Auckland and Hutt Valley, just the 1 run in it. 8-7. Hutt Valley with the narrow lead. The narrowest of narrow leads, Danica Fariso. Number 2 up to bat for Hutt Valley.
Yeah, Danica's looking to get on base now.
Oh, nice catch by Karina Howe as Danica Fariso launched one straight down the third base line to be the first out. She'll be replaced by number 12, Caitlin Lewin.
Yeah, that was a great hit, great contact down the line. A good play by Karina Hale to snag that one.
Gary Ding Dong. He Ding Dong pakanga tēnei. Ka kitea te pata Danica Fraser kia. Fraser kia te Karina Hale te o tere te pata o te puta.
Well, we talked about the need for the Auckland team to just get those little errors out of their game that they were committing that cost them a few runs. It looks like that might be well and truly a memory. Having said that, this young lady out there right now, number 12, Caitlin Lewin, she's a special kind of player. She's one of these players that you want on your team because she can make something happen out of nothing.
Yeah, she's another outstanding ball player for Hutt Valley. She'll just be looking to get on base. Lara's on deck. Try to get one insurance run.
The other thing, of course, is Stephanie Fairclough, well into her work now and is looking very good all of a sudden.
Absolutely. She's getting into her work and she's feeling like there's a bit of momentum behind her.
If you've been able to sit in the dugout like she has and watch your team score 4 runs in that 1 innings, gives you an enormous amount of heart.
Absolutely.
Well, here she goes. She rears back here now to get ready to go again. At Auckland on the comeback. There's one hit out to second base. She's very quick. And it is a nice job. We talked about Auckland again, about Auckland's need to eliminate those errors. There's a nice play out there to send Caitlin Lewin back to the dugout for the second out.
Koe te tere ana Caitlin Lewin. Te tere ana te tima haumari o tēnā puta.
Dr. Lara Andrews, it is up the bat. And with 2 down, we knew Auckland would have had to blank Hutt Valley because we're going to go into the top of the 7th. with Auckland 1 behind, but also only 3 outs left in the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a huge inning when Auckland get up facing a young pitcher.
I think if Auckland are going to continue, this is the moment right here, though, with possibly one of probably New Zealand's most respected batter right here, right now, in the box for Hutt Valley.
Yeah, Lara would be...
it's a huge moment in the context of this game.
Yeah, Lara will be wanting to get on base.
And Fairclough almost willing that to be a strike.
Tata, hoi anō, e ka. Hoi rua, hau kai rua, 2-2.
Not to be. This time she sends one through the inside of the plate. And it is Andrews that's not willing to let the umpire make the decision, fouls it back. That's how you stay in a battle.
Yeah, she's got great discipline across the plate. Doesn't swing at balls too often.
No swing. Bryden Wells it is out there at first base. Made the decision on that one. It's a full count now.
Ko te pātai, swing ka.
This is obviously experience on experience right here. Pitcher versus batter, and it's the pitcher that wins the battle this time. And Auckland did exactly what they needed to do in that innings. 1 run, they trail Hutt Valley with 3 outs to go in the top of the 7th. We'll be back in just a minute to see what happens. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a grand final that we have been expecting between these two teams, Auckland and Hutt Valley. They have been hammer and tongs in this battle, and it is Hutt Valley that cling to the lead, 8-7. The final roll of the dice for Auckland. Can they impact the scoreboard by one more run? Hutt Valley have gone with their youth pitcher to close this one out. And it is Auckland who have Krista Hawani up to bat, who lines one out to right field, and the fielder's getting under it, makes the catch. And there we go. Hutt Valley get the out they wanted. Auckland would love to have had their lead-off hitter on base. Not to be.
Rere ki runga te poro, rere ki raro, ka hopu ki a tēno tēnā hopu ki a te tangatana.
What a great play by Ivani Gibson out in right field. A superstar in the making.
This time it is Walters Rangitihi who fires one through the top of the zone for a strike.
Tēnā upoko maru a Karina Hale. Hard out to get.
There we go, Karina Hale it is, looking to get her team underway. 1 out here in the top of the 7th innings. Who had the odds of a 1-run ball game? That one's underneath the knees of the batter for a ball.
Ki raro tēnā.
3-0 it is.
Yeah, Jada will want to come back now, make Karina a hitter. We don't want any free passes in this.
And it is Karina Hale. Gets the job done. Heads down to first base, exactly what Auckland wanted. Katrina Nuku, who is listed as the designated player in this one, comes in to do the batting. It's the runner, Jade Calverley, that goes out to replace Karina Hale.
Page out, 22 in.
And there we have it. We're about to get underway again. The change was made. Katrina Nuku steering back. Jada Walters Rangitihi now getting ready to go. That one just a little bit too high.
Huge part of the ball game now. It'll be interesting to see if Isaac Fletcher has Jade Calvary in motion to get her in scoring position. Katrina Nuku will be wanting to make some contact.
Same spot, too high. 2 balls, no strikes. And it is Hutt Valley who are beginning to feel the pressure. There's a nice comeback by Jada Walters Rangitihi. Burns one past the bat of Nuku.
Jada needed that one.
Yeah, she definitely needed that pitch.
Now she can work the next pitch.
As the sunshine reappears, the bright sunshine on this white hot atmosphere, and she backs it up with another strike, and that belies her tender years right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Para mai tēnā epa kei wainganui I te Main Street. E mo te poirua e kairua.
Nuku, she's got way too much experience to let that worry her. Hits this one hard. This time it's going to find the grass. It is well picked up out there. I can tell you if Ivani Gibson had not fielded that, and she did a great job doing it, that would have been the run scored. But as it is Auckland with runners on the corner and a prime opportunity with only 1 out to advance that runner 60 feet to home plate.
Tēnō patu tēnā Trina Nuku I tēnei wā. Ke pati tērā ki Wainganui I te matai. Ka tae te kai oma mai te paita papatahi ki te papatori. Me kira ko nā raki kai te koma. Thanks on a
Joe, that pickup by Ivani Gibson, that was brilliant out there, wasn't it?
Oh, that was a fantastic. She doesn't make that play. It goes all the way to the fence.
That's right.
Even though she's a DP.
Katrina would have made it to
re-entry, the same as
second
anybody
base.
else. She sit twice. So she sat once, and she's come back in. If she comes out again, she sits twice, so she's done.
Okay then. Well, hey, we've got to push for a run, so we'll go. Katrina's out.
Katrina's out. Who's coming in? 15 or 26?
Can I do 8 again? I'm just kidding. No.
Actually, no, you can absolutely.
15, please.
22?
Koe te kata te koe matu ai Fletch ki te
22 out, 1-5 in.
Isaac Fletcher just bringing in a pinch runner and having a little bit of banter with umpire Nicola Ogier. Nothing wrong with, in this sort of pressure situation, with trying to get an ally on your side. Not that that's ever going to work.
I love the way you see it. Oh, can I bring this one, Fraser? Can I do that?
Yeah. Can I bring Yankton again? Nah, just kidding. There we go. We're all ready to go again in this ball game. It's given us a bit of everything. 1 run's in it. And there's a great start by Jada Walters Rangitihi. we've got the runner out there for Katrina Nuku. We've got a runner out 3. And it is Ava Prescott up to bat. And she has pop-flied this one. It has gone right up and back and is going to settle nicely up in the net.
Good pitch by Jada.
Ko te kai te kai rua. So Jada's ahead. Why ahead here?
She is. No balls, 2 strikes. It's remarkable how the Auckland body language has changed since Hutt Valley had their onslaught. And here's the pitch. But the urgency now around that Auckland camp has certainly changed. They're right up for it.
Oh, absolutely. With the 1 run, tying run on third base. Go ahead, run it first.
This one through the middle, it's hit hard. Down to foul territory. It's just a matter of whether it's going to make it over the fence. And it does.
He hapa, foul.
Prescott signals her intention right there with that hard swing. One ball, 2 strikes. That is flirting. Nice job by Otila Tavite right there to keep that ball in front of her as it made it to the turf. That ball goes to the back net. It's a prime opportunity to score a run. This one's hard. It's going to go out to centre field. She's gone up, tagged up, and yes, the sacrifice fly has scored the run and tied this ball game up, ladies and gentlemen. 8 apiece, and Auckland have made the comeback. They've bridged the gap.
Te mahi o te tima o tāna ki makaurau. Ko te papa ki te papa, and then katoa ki tēnei wahana. Waru ki te waru.
Well, there we go. 2 down now. A beautiful piece of softball by Auckland there. The sacrifice fly to score the run they needed. And you did hear Coach Isaac Fletcher say to umpire Nicola Ogier, we're chasing a run. So I'll make this change.
Oh, exactly.
No doubt.
"19, Shire Hale up to bat for Auckland. Launched one out of the park. Can she do it again? We're about to find out. Hard swing at that one, and that was definitely her intention.
That was great calling by the catcher. Not to come down Main Street, but just to try a rose ball and get him a swing.
Got her to chase it all right. She didn't have to swing. It probably would have been called a ball, but that's good pitching. Two down, runner at 1. And you can hear the effort that young Jada Walters-Rangitihi is putting in out there.
That's a good battle between the pitcher and Shire Hale. Swing.
Oh, that is a great job. Jada Walters-Rangitihi strikes out Shire Hale to end the inning for Auckland. Now it's up to Hutt Valley. 1 run will do it. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are. Sorensen Field Diamond 1 action, the 2025 National Fast Pitch Championship. Is it about to be decided here, or are we going to go to tiebreaker? Well, that question is going to be answered probably within about the next 5 or 10 minutes. We are going to see what happens. And it's Hutt Valley. There's a bounce into the glove. Nicely fielded out there by Shire Hale. And it's Kiri Winiata Anoka, who is the first out here in the bottom of the 7th innings.
Well hit ball by Kiri Winiata Anoka. Unfortunately, right at Shire Hale. Nice play by Shire.
Well, talk about a team stacked with talent. And here's another talented player up there to bat right now, Denver Shaw Tate. Looking to lay a swing on right here. Auckland, 1 down. And it is Stephanie Fairclough who is hitting all her spots now.
Yeah, she's got a bit of momentum here now.
She's got the game face on too out there. That is one serious stare. Keen. Yep. Well, it's been a hell of a battle so far, ladies and gentlemen. And the scores are all locked up. So with all the action we've been treated to at the into the bottom of the 7th innings, these two teams cannot be separated. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, that discipline comes to the fore. Denver Shaw Tate loads up the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, good discipline. She did swing at a couple of high pitches earlier in the at-bat.
Oh, there we go. And Shaw Tate paid the price for assuming that was going to be called a ball. And strikes out.
Oh, katoa tēnā, ki wanganui te pareti, te puta atu.
You see the difference from when Lara was at bat. And remember, she fouled off that inside pitch.
Yeah.
Same pitch, wasn't it?
It was that same pitch. It's been sort of Stephanie Fairclough's go-to pitch, actually.
Just shows you the difference in experience.
Absolutely.
Between those two players. And pinch hitter for Hutt Valley, and why wouldn't you try it? Because this girl can hit. Number 40, Palace Potter.
Valley. Tēnā kaipati tēnā.
There we go. She's got her toes right up on the line. So what does an experienced catcher ask her pitcher to do? Throw it down the inside. And she's just come back a few centimetres as well. Goes inside again. You don't want to give her anything. Hale picks it up, fires it across the diamond, and looked like a collision out there. I'm going to go with safe.
Definitely safe.
Well, the replay will show us what's happened. She's running inside the line, and Wiramu, she stayed inside the line.
Yeah, this is why we have a tram line.
Yeah.
We want our runners to be running in the tram lines.
So the discussion out there will be?
Discussion will be the executive. Have we got interference here?
Yeah. Well, we'll wait and see the outcome of that discussion, because I can tell you there's a lot riding on it. There is a lot riding on it.
Looking at that replay, guys, the defensive player had to come across the line.
Yep.
But the offensive player still should be in there. When you get to the beginning of the running train, you should be making your way. You should be inside the running lane. So the first 30 feet
Yep.
will give you to be inside the diamond and to work your way back out.
Okay, the determination has been that the runner is safe. So with 2 down, they've replaced her with a runner out there, Riley Watt. The DR comes in. First pitch goes through the zone for a strike on Ivani Gibson. Hutt Valley giving themselves an opportunity out there now with a runner on base. Let's not forget, if they do manage to score that runner, that'll be it for the ball game. And that hit heads down the first base line for a foul.
Joe,
Here we go here.
Joe, you would have sent your runner.
Yes, I would have been sending my runner probably. We need to. Yep.
So obviously the question on that replay was she entered the tram line, still running inside the diamond. The call's been made though, it is safe. This time now it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice job by Stephanie Fairclough to get ahead of the count. She fires it down. It's up in the zone. Takes it to a 2-2 count. Ivani Gibson, immensely talented young softballer for Hutt Valley.
Tirunga tēnā epa mo te kira ko te puituru hau kairua.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner will be going.
She continues to pepper the top of that zone, does Fairclough. She normally follows that up with something low and inside, and there it is right there.
A good fight off on that pitch by Ivani.
There's a lot of experience here now going to be needed. Bromhead Lamalu's got a decision to make about where she wants her pitcher, what spot she wants her to hit. Ivani Gibson's already proven she can hit it if it's anywhere near the zone, and she wins the battle. And it's Hutt Valley with runners at 1 and 2 now.
Well, you got an experienced batter up now with Yvonne Burgess. She's had a pretty good tournament with the bat. And I think if you get that ball into the outfield, Riley with a speed will score.
Anything on the grass out here is, you're absolutely right, Joe, is probably going to score the run. We see the first pitch come through. There's that line that she's been peppering, that go-to spot that she's been liking. A lot of strikes with that pitch. There's that early count. And did I see a little fist pump out there from the pitcher?
Oh, the momentum's shifted to the defensive.
Yeah.
She's up now.
We are at a stage in the game. As we see, it's just popped out. It's gone shallow outfield. They're converging for it. Yeah! It's found the grass, and the run's going to score. And it's Hutt Valley that are going to be the 2025 National Fastpitch Champions. And they have done it despite the gallant fight back from Auckland.
Oh my! Hutt Valley champions again! What a game! What a game! Hutt Valley, green and gold, turning it up. I gotta take a timeout because I'm just gotta take a deep breath.
We'll give you that timeout, Joe, and congratulations, that's right, to Hutt Valley.
Aye.
Victors over Auckland in this one, and what a ball game we saw.
Tino nui tēnei ball game, Gary. Just Yvonne Burgess, like Joe said, experienced player, popped that fly up to right outfield, and it just landed And out there, basic, you're going to score someone from second every day. Every day.
Well, we just saw her lean out and put the barrel of the bat on the ball. And Joe, we don't have to ask you what you thought of the game, but give us an overview of what you thought of the game in its entirety.
I just thought these teams battled. This is the third time they played in this tournament. They battled each time to nearly tiebreakers. There's nothing in it. You got to take your hat off to Auckland. They came down here with a great team, a stable of pitchers, a great hitting team. To come back from where they did to tie the ball game shows a lot of class. But Hutt Valley winning in the bottom of the seventh shows that you can turn green to gold.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Hutt Valley 2025 champions. And we will break down it a little bit more when we come back for the prize giving, which will be after the men's grand final. So I'll just say for me, Gary Rohihi and Ballpark, because I'll leave it to Wiremu Tamaki to take us out. But for me, Gary Rohihi and the rest of the crew from Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting, don't go anywhere. We've got the men's grand final in just a minute. Over to you, Wiremu.
Tēnā koe, Gary, tēnā koe, Joe, tēnā koutou. E hōma, e mātaki tēnei kēmu, he kēmu tino. Wā, he kēmu nui. Nui, nō reira, e mahi ana kia te awa kairangi wikitoria tēnei tōni mana, mā rātou. Kia tau tēnei katoa. Uhi, wero, haramai te toki, haumi e, hui e,
Tai ki e.